Hey everybody, Cam Capital here with a video on AMC for Wednesday, April 14th. So AMC closed at 935, up 5.77%. Made a move higher along with GameStop after news came out that GameStop's basically got rid of all their debt, issuing senior notes, and then a ton of retail eyes were obviously on the market today with Coinbase's IPO and influx of eyes to the Wall Street Bets plays from the retail segment. So you'll see here, this is actually the weekly chart. We'll go down to the 5-minute first, see the intraday. So we'll actually had a little bit more strength than GameStop right off the shoot. So yesterday, we putting out lows, 8.3s, and the video I had out yesterday, I'll link that too, right? But basically in the 8s every 25 cents, so it could have been 8.7, 8.5, 8.25. There's areas, if you go out to the daily, you see where there's volume that buyers could step in. They stepped in at 8.31. Pushes up higher, and then we got this basically consolidated triangle in the afternoon, followed by a gap up this morning. Held 9 pretty well in the pre-market. Got the first 5-minute sell-off. Touchdown to 8.9. This 8.9, 78.6 fib has been, a pretty strong inflection point for the stock, whether as acting as support and resistance. Acts as support first 5 minutes, sends us up higher. We reclaim the moving averages. You got the first push to 9.3. Moving averages now act as support, and we climb higher. Get up to 9.8. Really consolidate the 9.7 area, and then kind of have a pretty strong sell-off in the midsection of the day, and then we get a bounce off basically $9, and then some buying, increased buying into the close, puts us up to 9.35, and we're kind of sideways a little lower here after hours now at 9.27, but still, as you can see, on top of the moving averages in after hours trading. So if we jump back out now to the daily, you see yesterday we basically had this spinning top. So AMC, or this, excuse me, not AMC, but GameStop yesterday had a doji. Here we still get this, long wick spinning top. So if you're candlestick believer, if you get a spinning top in a downtrend, it's or an uptrend, right? It's an area where market sentiment could be looking to change, or there's weakness in that trend, and that weakness acted as a sort of reversal today. You see here you have the spinning top. Actually, the move continued pretty significantly on the drop over the weekend off the options. So any candlestick play, any pattern that you're looking for is not 100%, right? There's probabilities always involved. But today we got that gap up, pull back down to 8.9, pushes up to the moving averages, right? Tried 9.8, tried to get to that 22, couldn't get there, and ended up closing below the 9 EMA. But we also did somewhat flatten that out from its past drop. We had 5 red days in a row. Now we got back-to-back green days. Volume picked up a little bit today, 50 million compared to 44 million. Not as much volume increase as GameStop, which basically tripled in volume today. But we could get some more eyes on AMC going into the rest of the week. So still, you see here, volume-wise, right? So basically, we closed basically essentially in the highest point of volume aggregation right now in the 9s, between 9.5 and 9.1. So look to see if that area will act as a good base for more buyers to step in, push this thing up higher. To close out the week, and on the kind of upper 9s we got a little bit less, another block right about 10, and that basically correspond with crossing the 22 EMA. If you jump to the weekly chart, right, you see here I haven't got green yet on the week, but we did push higher and recross at 9 EMA, which is at 9.17, so that could act as another area for buyers to look at, to hold, and to enter off of, to push us back up. And then obviously, if that holds, we would look to push higher. Maybe get back up to this 38.2 fib at $11. 9 to $11 has been an area of interest on this recent swing high to swing low movement from AMC. And we'll zoom out a little bit farther, and you still see even more here that the volume concentration in $9 is larger on the weekly than even on the daily. So that is another positive sign for buyers to enter. So like we were holding that level if we hold that level and go higher, shorts are going to start to cover because there's a ton of volume there. So that's a sign that we could keep moving up. And also, long wick. Basically, you got a doji candle forming on the weekly. 2 more days left. I'd like to see this thing turn green and push up going forward. If we go out and try standard Devs now, just something else to look at. Right, not really seeing much on the weekly. It's just between the 1 and 1.5 standard Dev. If we go to the daily here, we basically so neutral is a solid neutral yellow line. The half mark here, you can basically say that we use that as support. The prior 2 days sold below, wicked it, closed it above. So now we're in that half up to the 1 mark. So if we want to use a standard Dev as a mark for something to target tomorrow, that'd be that 10.1 range. And then you can look at it here for intraday moves. We'll go down to the hourly, check it out there. Come on, let's get a little lag here. Quite a bit of lag actually. And here you see we got through the 1/2 here on the hourly, pushed up to the 200 EMA on the hourly, couldn't break it, sold off it really hard, but we tucked back into the moving averages. The 9, the 50, and the 22, all 3 of them still rising, so we could still have positive movement for AMC tomorrow. So here, if we can get some more, you got a doji forming here after hours. Let's say we gap up, get above this half standard Dev line. I think your next target would be to take out this 200 EMA and then go push that 10.1 area for tomorrow. So that's what I'm seeing on AMC's chart. Let me know what you're looking at, what you think the future play is in the comments. Appreciate you taking time to watch the video, and we'll see you in the next one.